So, I think I've mentioned this a lot in my videos that this webcomic is my stress reliever. But it's also like sometimes the thing that gives me stress, especially when I get too carried away and then for weeks on end and then my wrist starts screaming at me and I'm like, oh my god, my wrist. And this happened last year. I'm going slower this year because after what happened last year and having to take a break from actually like illustrating for so long, I told myself, all right, I have to take care of my wrist and take care of myself. Well, today my friend called me, and let's call her Gail. My friend called me and she was just like, so, Van, when your wrist was hurting and it was hurting for like weeks on end, what did you do to be able to like continue drawing? And I was like, Gail, is this actually happening? And she's just like, I have to finish my project and it's hurting and I like didn't draw during the weekend and I'm scared that because I have to get this done. And I'm just like, okay, listen, what I did was I put a few Salon Pass on my arm and then I put a brace. You buy the brace at Target, it wraps around your thing. It helps to lessen the pain, but it doesn't stop the pain. What stops the pain is you have to rest adequately and do hand exercises. And she's just like, I can't rest because I have a project that's due soon. This is my senior semester. I have to finish this. And I'm like, oh my god. So I know the feeling of this. And I know that I can't stop it because I know her and we're very similar in our work ethics, and it's frustrating because of the fact that we're very similar in our work ethics. I know that she might go too far, but she's not as like stubborn as I am, so that's good. That's always good. And so I was pretty much telling her, look, what you're going to do is try not to put too much pressure on your wrist because that's the thing that's going to get you. Try to take a break every 10 minutes, especially since it's been hurting this much for this long. Wear a brace while you're drawing and also wear it while you're asleep. Try to wear pain patches, but don't depend on them too much because there eventually you're going to stop feeling the relief it comes. Try to use it sparingly when it gets extremely bad, and the worst case scenario is try to find medicine that'll help your bones. Because for me, once I took medication, that was when I was like, okay, this is good. But I refused to take medication often because I was scared that my body would get used to it and thus the wrist pain would start all over again. Wrist pain is extremely scary for an artist because I've gone through it and I was terrified going through it because I'm like, what am I supposed to do when I can't draw anymore? If I can't draw anymore, then I'm going to die. And it was just one of those scary things, but I think any artist will tell, like, I didn't even know that it was possible to get a drawing injury. A drawing injury. It just sounds so pathetic to me, but it's true because your hands are not made for that, so you have to literally exercise. If you're drawing for a long amount of time, you have to exercise your wrist. You have to be careful in the long run. You have to try to strengthen and all that stuff, which is why during the summer I went to the gym all the time because I wanted to, one, take care of my health, but two, I mainly did like arm exercises and like kind of just to strengthen my grip because I wanted to take care of it. That's the scary thing about being an artist, and that is a warning that I want to give to people, is just take care of your body. Take care of your wrist. Please take care of your wrist. And I really want you to take care of your wrist because once you're in that mindset of, oh my god, it hurts to draw. Because I remember like staring at my wrist, the bones on my forearm, it felt like they were going to pop off any minute. It just hurt so bad. I was wearing a brace everywhere. There was one point where I couldn't even lift my arm because it hurt so bad. And then that was when my friends started like stuffing potassium in my bag without me knowing and just cramming potassium down my throat and throwing bananas at me just so that like it would help the pain, and I'm still like extremely thankful for that. It's just, it's difficult. It's extremely difficult, and it's extremely scary because again, your mind is like, oh my god, what do I do? But if you actually let your wrist rest while it's still in the early stages of it's just happening a few times and you're learning from it, it'll definitely help. Just do wrist exercises, it'll help. It's very, very important that you do that. So please, if you are going through this, please take breaks. Please, please, please. That's all I'm going to talk about today because that's all that's in my mind today. It was nice to talk to you guys again. I will see you tomorrow, hopefully, if I record. Hopefully, I'll be able to do this every single day. I don't really know how this is going to work because October is going to be a rough month. But it was nice to talk to you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!